Hello there, my name is Veena Prashant. I'm the co-founder of DigitalAccessPass.com and the host of DAP's official podcast, DAPcast.com. Today I'm super excited to announce the release of a brand new visual automation builder and automation engine for DAP. The new automation engine will allow you to completely automate your membership site with the external platform of your choice. You can directly integrate DAP with platforms like ActiveCampaign, DRIP, ConvertKit, Aweber, and MailChimp. And the systems that we don't have a direct integration with, you can connect DAP to Zapier, and that's also part of the automation engine, and connect Zapier with the platform of your choice just with the click of a few buttons. So there are two types of automations. One is external automation, the other is internal automation. You can use the DAP automation engine to connect DAP to external platforms, and you can use the product chaining feature to give access to other products inside of DAP. So product chaining is internal to DAP, and automation engine will allow you to connect DAP to other external platforms. So in this video, I'll show you how the automation engine works and how it can power your external integrations. So currently the way the notifications to external system work is that in the DAP products page, in the notifications tab, you need to enter string in a specific format to connect DAP with that system. For example, here I have entered a string for ConvertKit. I have also entered a string for DRIP. So if you want to connect DAP to say two different systems, you will have to enter a comma separated list of the systems that you want to integrate DAP with. Also, if you don't enter the string in a certain format, then it's not going to work. And because you have to create this string manually, you have to look at our documentation and then get your API details, get your list ID, get the tag names, all that stuff, and put together this string manually. It results in errors sometime because if you don't enter it correctly, it's not going to work. So when you upgrade to the latest version of DAP that supports the automation engine, this old format will continue to work. So it's not like you have to change this to the new automation engine format. So it will continue to work. However, if you are ready to use the automation engine, then you can just get rid of it from here and just enter all of the rules in the automation engine, because it's way easier to use the automation engine. You don't have to put together these strings manually. It's all going to be automated. So first, a quick overview of how the automation engine works. So the automation engine will allow you to connect DAP to external platforms like ActiveCampaign, DRIP, ConvertKit, Aweber, MailChimp, and also Zapier. In future, we'll be adding more systems. Now that we have built a framework, it's easy to add more systems to this automation engine framework. And so the way it works is, first thing you have to do is enter your credentials. So say that you want to connect DAP with ActiveCampaign. You will have to first enter your ActiveCampaign credentials, your API key, API URL that you can get from your ActiveCampaign account. So this is something you just have to do once. And similarly, if you want to integrate with DRIP or ConvertKit or any other systems, you have to do the same thing. You have to just enter the credentials once. And once you have completed that, then going forward, if you want to connect any of your DAP products to any of these external platforms, so when a user is added to DAP or when a user loses access to a product in DAP, then DAP can trigger the automation to these external platforms. You can also configure DAP to send tags to these platforms. So depending on the action, you can add different tags. You can send a comma separated list of tags to these platforms. And also you can send membership password to these platforms. So this way you don't have to send the welcome email from DAP. You can send the welcome email from the platform that you have connected DAP to. So you can access the new automation engine from product levels, manage automation page. It will bring up a page like this. So the first thing you need to do is enter your credentials for the platform that you want to integrate with DAP. So click on that and it's going to bring up a page like this, and you can click on add a new external system connection to add a new connection. So say that you want to connect DAP with ActiveCampaign. You will see that you need to enter your API URL and the API key to integrate DAP with ActiveCampaign. So log into your ActiveCampaign account, and under My Settings, you are going to find that information. So you can click on Developer and you will find your URL and key there. So grab that from here and copy and paste it in the DAP external connection area. So enter your credentials and click on Save. So I did this for ActiveCampaign, and you can just follow the same process for the other platforms that you want to integrate DAP with. Now Aweber is slightly different. You will have to click on this to connect DAP with Aweber, but all other systems like Drip, ConvertKit, MailChimp, and ActiveCampaign, you can connect using add a new external connection button. For Aweber, just click on this and follow the instructions there for the connection. Now again, the external connection is something you only need to do once, and then you don't have to keep doing this going forward unless the credentials change. Once you have done this, then going forward, whenever you want to integrate a DAP product with a specific list or a campaign in your email platform, or if you want to integrate it with Zapier, all you have to do is click on Start Automation and build the automation for that product. Alright, so now it's time to create some automations. To get started, click on Start Automation. It will bring up a page like this. And these automations are at product level, which is why we added it to the product levels menu. In future, we will add some member level automation as well. Anyway, so let's get started with the product automation. So click on select a product and select the product for which you want to build out the automation. So say that we select this product, click on Start Automation. Now next step is to add a trigger. Now what is going to trigger this automation? So click on the plus and add a trigger. So you can say user receives access to product as the trigger, or user loses access to the product as a trigger to start off this automation. So say that we select user receives access to product as the trigger for this automation. So this is what is going to start off this automation when a user receives access to the SPC product that we have selected here. Next step is to add an action. Now what should happen when a user receives access to the product? So here you can select a destination, for example, ActiveCampaign, and select action. So when a user is added to the product, say that you want to add to a specific list in ActiveCampaign. So you can see a drop down of lists from your ActiveCampaign account, and you don't have to enter the list ID manually anymore because DAP will automatically pick it up from your ActiveCampaign account. So I have two lists here, test 1 and test 2. So say that I select test 1. Now you can enter tag name if you want to add tags. So if you don't want to send any tags, you can set it to no. If yes, set it to yes. Enter tag name, and it can be a comma separated list of tags if you want to send more than one. So you can enter whatever tag name you want here. Next, do you want to send membership password? By default, it is set to yes, but please note that if you want to send membership password, you need to create a custom field called password in ActiveCampaign account. So make sure to create a custom field with password as a personalization tag in your ActiveCampaign account. Otherwise, the password will not get sent, and also ActiveCampaign will not add the subscriber at all to the list. So make sure that if the password is set to yes, then definitely add a custom field with password as the personalization tag in your ActiveCampaign account. Otherwise, it will not work. So this is my ActiveCampaign account, and I have added a field called password here, and you can see that the personalization tag is here. So now when a user is added to a product in DAP, DAP will automatically add the user to the configured list in ActiveCampaign, and DAP will send the password and it will be stored in this field in your ActiveCampaign account. Now if you want to send welcome email from your ActiveCampaign account, then you can use this password field and it will have the user's membership password. Now here in this demo, I am showing you how to do this integration with ActiveCampaign, but you can follow the same process for integration with other platforms as well. Now just click on Save Action. So this is the automation. When a user receives access to the product in SPC, they are going to be added to this list and with this tag in your ActiveCampaign account. So you can continue to add more automations to this product. So if you want to add a new trigger, just click on this plus and it's going to allow you to add a new trigger. So we already added a trigger for user receives access. So now let's add a trigger for user loses access to the product. So if there is a cancellation and user loses access to the product, then what should happen? So when the user received access to the product, we are adding the user to a specific list with a specific tag in ActiveCampaign. Now when the user loses access to the product, so here you can add a different automation and you can say, I want them to be removed from the test 1 list, and you can add tag if you want to tag them differently. Say that the user canceled. You can say canceled and saved and save the action. So you can continue to build automation like this. So if you want to add additional actions, you can do that too. Now say that I want to add another action where when a user is added to DAP, I want them to be added to ActiveCampaign. I also want to add them to my Zap. This is my Zapier account. So when you're trying to integrate DAP to Zap, so basically when a user is added to DAP product, you want them to be added to your Zap, and then Zap can add it to the configured destination. So the direction is from DAP to Zap to your external platform. in that case, make sure to select Webhooks by Zapier as the trigger in your Zap. DAP is going to send a webhook notification to your Zap, and then the Zap has to trigger through this action call to your external platform. So in this case, it's going to be Google Sheets. So let me show you how you can do this. So here, select Catch Hook, save and continue. Next, you can just skip this. And the last step, it gives you the URL. So before you can say, okay, I did this, you will have to copy this and enter this in your action. So click on Add an Action, select Destination as Zapier, enter the Zapier URL. Here you enter the URL and then say click to test the connection. When you click on that, it will complete the test. And then when you come back here and say, okay, I did this, it's going to complete the test. So the next step is to add action. So click on continue after you add the trigger. Here I'm going to select Google Sheets, create spreadsheet row, and then I have connected my account. So save and continue there. So that's it. And now say send test to Google Sheet. The test was sent successfully, now complete. And give your Zap a name and turn on the Zap. Now here on the DAP automation side, select Zapier. Now here I have entered my Zapier URL and we have tested the connection already. So I can just go ahead and save action. So you can see here, the action is added here. So now what happens is you can see it visually. It's very easy to understand. When a user receives access to product SPC, then the result would be they would be added to active campaign list with the tag, and they will also be added to my Zap that adds them to my Google Sheets. And also when a user loses access to the product, then I have configured it to remove them from the list that we had added to previously, and also they are tagged differently. So you can see here in the action, there are different things you can do. You can add tag and you can also remove tag. So you can say when a user loses access to the product, remove from the list, remove tag, and also add a different tag. So you can do that too. So now let's go ahead and test this out and see how this works. So this automation says when a user receives access to the SPC product, add them to active campaign list with a tag called customer, and also add the user to Zap, and that Zap has been configured to add to Google Sheets. So when a user receives access to this product, they should be in active campaign. They should also be in Google Sheets through this integration with Zapier. So let's go ahead and test this. So here I'm going to add user to the product manually. So visit members add page if you want to give user access to the product manually. So just for testing purposes, I'm testing it this way. So here I have selected the SPC product and I'm going to add this user to the SPC product, and let's see what happens when the user gets access to this product in DAP. All right, so the user was given access to this product. So let's go ahead and check Zapier as well as Active Campaign. All right, so this is Zapier, and as you can see, a request was received and it was successfully completed by this Zap. So this user should be in Google Sheets. Now let's go ahead and check Active Campaign. So this is my Active Campaign account. You can see the user is in Active Campaign now. Automation Engine has successfully added the user to Active Campaign. If you click on user's name, you can see all the other details. You can see the tag is here as well. You can also see the membership password is here. So the Automation Engine successfully sent the membership password, and that's because I had created a custom field called password in Active Campaign. So just follow similar steps with other platforms as well. In this demo, I showed you how to do this integration with Active Campaign and Zapier. You can follow similar steps. You will find more instructions in the automation page. So just like I created a custom field called password in Active Campaign, you will have to do similar things with Aweber. So you will find all those instructions in the Automation Engine. So just follow those steps for whatever platform you want to integrate with Automation Engine. So now let's test the remove rule. So my trigger says if user loses access to the product, then automatically remove them from the test one list in Active Campaign, and also remove the tag called customer from Active Campaign. So let's go ahead and test this. So this is the DAP Manage Members page, and I'm going to remove this user's access to the product and see what happens in Active Campaign. So the user's access was removed, and let's go ahead and check Active Campaign and see what happened here. So let's go back to contacts and click on this user's name again. And you can see the tag was removed and the user is no longer on the test one list. So in this video, I showed you how you can use the automation engine to integrate your products with ActiveCampaign, with Zapier. Follow similar steps to integrate it with whatever platform you want to integrate it with. For example, Aweber, MailChimp, Drip, ConvertKit. Just follow similar steps. It's pretty straightforward. If you have any questions, comments, feedback, please do let us know. You know where to find us. You can also join my Facebook group. It's at dapcast.com/group. And we look forward to your feedback. My name is Veena Prashant. Thanks for watching.